Sir Ricardo is in need of our aid. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. Look, Master! Goblins! Leave it to me! No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the word, as they say. I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Shall we report back now?
Would you mind coming over here? We're here, Master.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
A visit to... Melv might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. For our foe to find you pitch their... Another enemy force has come to assist. We'll just finish off with the first schooner. you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make up? Our way over to it?
Traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
We need only hone our skills, and in time, we shall be indomitable.
Right you are.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift. I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Salve.
So this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
I knew it to be so.
Pity it were the Arisen.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Well met. Fulminous shield, eh? 'Tis a bargain, I reckon. I picked it up in Melve. I can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looked... valuable. Pleasure doing business with you.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Spending so freely offers a unique sort of joy. Let's keep our noses to the grindstone, that we might do it again.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
What say we gather some information?
Say, do you think this one's really arisen? Doubtful.
Now, no matter how far we stray, we'll be able to return here in a flash with the use of a ferry stone.
It's all the same to me. If this one's the real turbine, things will play out. Mayhap this time a window.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Oh!
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vacation, you will find that new paths to master will try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Always a pleasure.
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no... But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit reborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Mel.
Yeah. Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
This is a place to forget one's troubles.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
Time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Goblins approach!
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of vermin. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Let's hope you're not one of them. Regardless, we would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it. Ranged attacks are my speciality, Master. Shall I assist?
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here. If... the Arisen would permit it.
Right you are.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. Make them rue their own impatience. If we must, let us finish this quickly.
By your lead.
Lucky us. That's worth taking. Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I'll gather these now. Could be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Best mind yourself in my presence.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
You need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
From our bow. That's crafty of you.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
The way forward is unclear. How are we to proceed?
Have you forgotten my abilities, Master? I can make it there in a trice. Shall I assist? Would you care to see a sorcerer's magics in action? Shall I assist?
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Understood.
My nose tells me there's aught close by. I'll have a look.
No sign of monsters, or anything else. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location.
Look here! Water is seeping through the crack.
What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops? Oh, pray, the officer miracle foe. I hope we have not met our match.
His battles such as this that forge heroes of legend. This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their range to our advantage?
'Tis easily done. 'Tis time we made the capital.
You have my gratitude, sir. Could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Sun's light has grown dim. We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. But for your own sake, I recommend you make your way to the capital sooner rather than later.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
You would have me lead. Consider it done.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
You're not going to regret this. You pulled that off with nary a hitch. 'Twill be a rude shock for our foe to find you pinch their loot. While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Should I be up to today? Can't expect to fare so well every day.
one wrong move, and I dread to think.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Would seem our fight is not yet done. Give no quarter!
Understood.
Quite a large boulder. But methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
A firm push is what's needed here.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Such a magnificent tapestry of stars. That was scrumptious. I near feel as if I've been reborn. Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward here. Would you not prefer to have your loyal pawn with us on this journey, Master?
A flock of harpies draws near!
We ought to proceed with caution. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. Now that was a satisfying bit of exploration. Though I should hope we need not always be so thorough.
Back at last. I feared I'd never be allowed to return.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
This bow is as good as flame-proof. That was superb, Arisen.
At once, Master. I shan't let them harm you.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Come on! Don't drag this out!
beautiful.
It looks better on me.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful. Was this ox cart assailed? It is in a dreadful state.
Brought by the hands of brigands. Or the claws of monsters.
One cannot be too careful.
Treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Attack now, while the ogre's attention is fixed on its favorite prey. Quickly now.
This brute has a ghastly habit of jumping at women the moment it despises them.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easy to counter.
Our foe stumbled! Just one more push or bring it down!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! The brute seeks out women and dogged resistance. I shall distract them and give you an opening. I shall use the power.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Plenty of these to hand will make for easier battles.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself. I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
If we're to destroy this, 'twill have to be from the other side.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
Halt! You are approaching the gates of Vernworth, capital of Vermund. None may pass without the proper documents. If you've an entry permit, an invitation, or proof of citizenship, present it now. I see. So you are to meet with Captain Brandt. I shan't impede you then. Come with me.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, you should know that this individual fought valiantly to defend the troops. The Watchhead told me himself.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermund's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? You have my fullest confidence.
Now, where was I headed? Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've...
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
'Tis good to be reunited.
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere.
Die.
I'd best get to work.
Oh, Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Suppose that's enough for one day.
At least here I can let down my hair.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
I'm suddenly taken with the mood to show off.
Now this is a conundrum.
Need anything?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armor, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die. My early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Need anything? Many thanks.
Greetings. Well, here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining. Forgive me. You see, as we currently have no archer state, and we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by, so regrettably I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be... He runs the local armory. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Where ought we to begin our search?
Well met, sir.
This looks as good a place as any.
Bunch of dullards along. Well met, sir.
If I could, I'd never leave.
This really is fine.
Oi, friend, fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hot from the tell of it. Pray do be... Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold could... compare to a fellow life. The goblin's lair lies... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know... The goblin's lair lies... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind. The goblin's lair... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of...
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all, then? Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to... He runs the local arm. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Take this!
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all, then? Let me see. What else?
Do come again!
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
Much obliged.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
That'll be the day. Well met, sir.
I'd never leave.
Might as well.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? The memory of when I fell in battle refuses to...
Well, good on you, sir. I appreciate you stopping by. Go on. Off with you.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all then? Let me see. What else can I tell? Do come again! Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah! I see you have a great sword with you. A fine weapon. You may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire... Greeting! Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may... assist you with... Do come again!
The rules at your neck.
I could almost nod off where I stand.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated... the foremost hospitality in... all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
Follow me, if you would.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Well, I'll... Good on you, sir. I appreciate you stopping. Go on. Off with you.
Unless I'm mistaken, aught we require is already in our possession.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired... You may now change your vocation. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortages... Welcome.
A resounding success! Well done, everyone. That was over in a trice. Where to next?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be... glad to assist you. Always a pleasure. Look, as long as you can.
In the mood to stir up trouble.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Welcome.
I get along with everything.
Honestly, the old lady face is watching.
Your Majesty, 'tis not a matter for prying ears. As I informed you when and should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be if none would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. The citizenry have called up. What say you? I thank you. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. There were
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is much we ought to tend to. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask some. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels before now. Though, I have yet to uncover so much as a witch. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the... There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to you. I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time as the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that you're thus. As the staunchest supporter of the law, known... What say you? Might you be... I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Just how I like it.
Fancy a look at my wares?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny that's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. I have no desire to actually own, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using... Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should... I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Frey, follow me.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master?
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. I'd rather just stay out of everybody's way.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Only fools and urchins boast of their coin.
There's adventure to be had.
I like to come here when I'm in the
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Puts me in the mood for a song.
Suppose I better get to work.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
How glad I am to see you. What brings you here, my friend?
Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be distracted.
Waitstone shards are treasures to be prized, though only when made whole can they work their magic.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way. Over here, if you...
Haven't you a lantern arisen?
Here we go again.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
By your leave.
Feast your eyes on this! You pulled that off brilliantly. Would be a rude shock for our foes to find you reach them. The monsters left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry. We've earned ourselves a pat on the back. I could look upon this sky for all it while in another world. I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as boards.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
We ought not to overlook a ferris stone here. They can shorten a journey by many a league.
Right you are. Would you mind coming over here?
On all sides.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Any loose coin about? Enough to make you rich.
A decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters about.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle, but knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray. Tis as you said.
I should have quit while I had the chance.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
Bleeding road.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Alas, we failed to protect our comrade.
'Tis most regrettable. We've lost a steadfast ally. Feast your eyes on this! Keep on the prison, and I'll strike you down. Well, 'tis clear the two of you know what you're doing. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Boy, have a little faith in yourself! Start it all!
Let's not be hasty now.
I'll not stand for this!
Fine. Should have set the sights lower. Boy, have a little faith in yourself!
Heaven's knows!
Little...
That's worth celebrating. a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
This is just the sort of place that begs exploring.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
'Tis easily done.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
You too? And I'm not the only one.
We would do well to keep our distance. Surely not good for that.
Quite right. Let sleeping dogs lie, as they say.
An ogre comes!
I know a trick or two for dealing with this foe. Just you wait and see.
Over here, if you please.
Treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? That reminds me. We could add a warrior to our ranks. What say you, Master?
They can send even the most troublesome of foes reeling. Twas a greater haul than I'd hoped, but it's only made me eager to find more treasure.
A covetous nature is like to invite all manner of misfortune. A heavy pack not least among them.